Run down. Run this. Sequential logic circuits, right? The output is depending on the present state as well as the previous state. The previous state will be preserved in the history, means stored in the memory. So in physical recovery, memory is nothing but one. How to build a basic storage element is that? Large and flip-flops are used to store the 1-bit data. Right? So by combining group of flip-flops together, that forms a register. Now you can store 4-bit, 8 bits on. Now let us start with the questions on sequential logic circuit. So anybody done the program for this? Okay, can you tell me what is the program for the negative string D flip-flop? What is the negative string D flip-flop? So this is a negative string D flip-flop. So let us copy this. This is one negative string D flip-flop. So how to model this using a data flow modeling technique? Can you tell me what is the program to this? Look at this circuit diagram. What is C bar is equal to what? C bar is equal to not of clear. Right? What is S is equal to? S is nothing but R bar, right? R bar. What operation then? This is an AND operation, means first I need to do AND. And what is another input is nothing but yes. So this AND operation I'm going up to the NAND complements using fiddle symbol. Then what is this S is equal to?
Yes bar.
Yes bar. AND operation, right? Again. C bar or C bar, okay. C bar is nothing but what? Not of clear. Not of clear. So this is a not clear, right? Second is nothing but C bar. And what is one more input is nothing but not of law. What is the not of law? Not of CLK. Again, this is nothing but what? Not operation. So what about R? R is nothing but yes. AND operation of not of law. Again, AND operation of R bar. R bar is nothing but what? Not. What about R bar is? R bar is nothing but R AND operation of C bar, right? Again, AND operation of D. Again, this is nothing but what? NAND operation. What is Q is? Q is nothing but yes and out Q bar. Q bar again this is nothing but what? NAND operation. What about Q bar is? Q. This is nothing but Q. C bar and R. Again this is nothing but N. So these are the logical equation. What is this nothing but? Negative H. Negative H figuring what flip-flop is? D flip-flop. Now can you write a program for this quickly? What is the program? What are the inputs for this is nothing but? Here flop D Q Q bar. What are the white data types? C bar, S bar, S, R and R bar. Now write a program for this. So I need to start with what? Module. Module name. Shall I take the module name is D flip-flop? What are the inputs? Here. Let us go with like this. Flop. Here. D. Q. Q bar. Are the inputs and outputs. This is port list. Now what is the next step? Port declaration. Inputs are flop, here and D. Then output are Q and Q bar. Q and Q bar. Next is Y. What are the Y's? C bar. Is it clock is a Y? S bar. Yes. R. R bar. R bar. These are the white. Next what I need to do? Assign. So we are doing data flow modeling technique. Assign. Correct. What I need to assign? First C bar. Right. C bar is equal to what? Not off. Right. Not off clear. I'm doing this. How do you understand? Coming to this circuit. First I'm doing C bar is equal to what? Clear bar. Next is S bar. What is S bar is? Not off. R bar and off. Yes. Right. So now you should quickly tell me this is assign what? S bar is equal to what? Not off. Not off. R bar and yes. Next. Assign. Assign. Yes, correct. What is this is? What is this is? This is nothing but S bar and the C bar. Not a block. S bar, correct. This is S bar. Then C bar and not a block. Not a block. Correct. Next. R. What is R is? What is R? R is yes into not a block into R bar. You remember this? Yes into correct. Yes into not a R bar and not a R bar. Okay. This is not a R bar. Is it correct? Yes into R bar into not a block. Yes into R bar into not a block. Not a block. Next. So R bar correct. What is R bar is? D into correct. R bar is nothing but R into C bar into D. So R into correct. R and R. C bar. This is C bar correct. C bar into D. Now I need to write it forward. Q. What is Q is? Yes and yes and Q bar. Yes and Q bar. Then what is Q bar is? C bar into Q and R. C bar into Q and R. Now, done. So now let us remove this. Now this is our design file. Let us run it forward. Syntax error. So no syntax error to this. So now you have modeled the what we are modeling here. D flip-flop. What D flip-flop it is? It is a data flow model of negative H. Negative H D flip-flop. Negative H D flip-flop. Correct? Now can you write the test events to this? What are the inputs are these? Clock is a one input. T is a one input. Clear is a one input. Q1, Q1 are the outputs. Right? So how negative H flip-flop works? How negative H flip-flop works? When no negative H comes, right? D is equal to 0, Q is equal to 0. The Q remains same until the next negative edge comes. Correct. Then that is depending upon the clear. When clear is high, always Q is equal to 0. Only this will work as a D flip flop when clear is equal to what? 0. Since you are using Q bar here, right? It's here. Q bar, C bar, clear bar is nothing but. So when clear is high, Q always is equal to 0. Q is equal to 0. When clear is equal to low, then this is working as a what? D flip flop. This will work as a D flip flop. Did you understand? Now for this, how to write a test bench to this to check this operation of the D flip flop? What you need to write the test bench to this? I need to initialize the clock, right? Clock generation. Then what you need? Clear and the D. Then you monitor, and then you finish. Then you print out. Correct. So let us make a test bench for this module. Module name I'm going to take it as DB. Here what are the registered clock, here, D. Then Y data type are Q and Q bar. Q and Q bar. Now what I need to do after this? I need to instantiate the design. Then this is design under the duty, design under the test. So let me go with port connection by name. Okay, port connection by name. So this is nothing but dot R1. Clock R1. Clock. Right. Again dot here on here. Again dot D on D. Then dot Q on Q. Then dot Q bar on Q bar. So I have done with port declaration. Let's write the end body. Because this is my test bench name TB and then this is my end body. Now I have instantiated the design. Now what I need to do? Declaration. So first we need to generate the clock, right? Generation of the clock. Generation of the clock. How to generate the clock? What are the different ways you can generate the clock? So you can generate the clock using forever into the initial block. That should be inside the initial block. Okay, forever loop is nothing but it's infinite loop. It's keep continuing. Or you can use the always block. Always block also continuous execution. Okay, where your initial begin is one time execution. Your always block will be continuously like a loop. Okay, so I'll be using always block to generation of the clock. Always. Then I'm going to give the period. What is this period? Means as time is. It is a time period. How much I should make a TR? How much I should make a TR? You understand? So clock is equal to not of the clock. Not of the clock. This done with the generation of the clock. Single line. Because I'm writing this completely in the single line. Therefore, this always block does not require to begin again. Do you understand? How this will be generating the clock is? This is generating this always. This always statement will generate the clock like this. Wait, what is the TR? Is total time period. This is a TP, right? This is a TP. Total time period. What is this nothing but? TR. What is this nothing but? TR. Where TR is equal to it takes 5 unit time unit. So this will take 5 nanoseconds. And TR will take what? 5 nanoseconds. Then what is the total time period is nothing but 10 nanoseconds. So this always, what always I'm using a dash value. So this will create a clock of the time period of how much? 10 nanoseconds. If I'm giving like this, 10. Time period of 20. You can understand? Or I can write like this also. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write the parameter. So let us write TP. TP is equal to 10. TP is equal to 10. Here what I'm going to do, instead of writing 10, I'm going to write like this. TP divided by 2. This is also fine. So I'm declaring the what? Parameter. Constant. What is TP values? 10. Now what I'm doing is 10 divided by 2 means what? 5. So what is the time period of this? Total time period is equal to 10. So by simply varying of this, I can create a different time period of the clock. If I'm giving 5. What is time period? 5. 5 divided by 2 means how much? 2 pi. T should be 2.5 and T should be 2.5. If I'm giving the parameter TP is equal to 20. What time period I'm going to give? Time period is 20. T should be 10 and T should be 10. You understand? So by varying this, I can make a different time period of the clock. Okay. Let us remove this for now. Now I'm going to make this is the time of what? 10. Time period of 10. I'll generate the clock. Because I need a clock, right? Clock to what we got flip. Then what I need to do? Okay, let us do. I think I'm going to use the initial dollar symbol monitor. Dollar symbol monitor. So what I'm going to monitor is let us monitor the time. How to monitor the time? Current simulation time. How you get this nothing but using system task function dollar symbol time. Now I'm going to write what? Clock. I want to monitor the clock. Let us print the clock. Okay. Then what I want to see here is the one input. Let me print the monitor the here. Then what I need to monitor B percentage B. Then what I want to monitor Q. Q is equal to percentage B. Then comes space Q bar. Q bar is equal to percentage B. Now what I need to pass? Clock here T Q Q bar. So I'm putting this in the only one statement. Is that my initial requires a begin and end? Correct. I can write initial begin right like this also, right? Writing a single statement so that I'm not putting with what? Begin and end. Okay, what is this statement? Clock is here. I'm just observing the clock. I'm generating the clock. Right? If you not mention also knows how. This is for just seeing the output. I want to see when all my negative edges come. What is my Q output? What is my Q output when all the raising edge falling edge? That's why I'm printing the clock also. Yeah. So instead of this is a clock generation. You're talking about clock generation, or you want to see the output when all the negative comes or positive comes. So this question is negative significant clock. Okay. I am printing the clock here. So what is the negative edge? We know the transition takes from where to where? 1 to 0. My clock will take the transition. So this is a positive edge. This we call positive edge. Correct? Positive edge. This will take the transition from where to where? 0 to 1. Whenever my clocks are changing from 1 1 to 0, this is nothing but what? My negative edge. My negative edge. So this whatever I'm using here always /5, that clock is equal to not of clock. This is generating the clock like this. You can understand? So with the clock time period should be how much it is? T1 should be 5. This one statement. So this is 5 and this is 5. The total time period is nothing but 10. This is my positive edge and this is my negative edge. You can understand? When the transition takes from 0 to 1 is positive, 1 to 0 is negative. So I'm reading the clock here. I mean, just I'm monitoring the clock here. When your clock changes from 1 to 0, that gives me what edge? Negative edge. When your clock changing from 0 to 1, that means what? Positive edge. So here this is my clock generation. But how this D flip-flop, you are writing the code here above, you are writing the code above here. How this D flip-flop works? This D flip-flop is for what? Negative edge flip-flop. When your negate comes, output changes, it will stay remain same until the what? Next negate comes. This behavior we are modeling here. You can understand? Are you clear? Let me draw a timing diagram for this one. So this is my clock. Let us take clock is changing with respect to that. Right? So these are the negative edges, right? Let us write. These are negative edge, negative edge, negative edge, negative edge. These are negative edge. This is my clock. So I'm using one more input is nothing but here. So if my clear is I, and up to this period, let us make this up to this period is I, then I'm going to make this low. This is low. These are my negative edges. So let me draw it. These are negative edge. These are negative edge. These are negative edge. These are negative edge. Negative edge. Negative edge. These are negative edge. Let me draw the D input. Then let me draw the Q1, Q bar. Q1, Q bar. So this is the, let us take the arbitrary D input. So this is the D. Let us make arbitrary D input like this. Just writing the arbitrary D. Now what is Q1, Q bar? What is Q1, Q bar? So when my clear is I, in clear is I, Q is equal to 0. We are making Q is what? 0. This is working like when clear is I, it is making what? Q is equal to 0. When clear is 0, what is the input and this negative response? 1. D is 1 now. Correct? Now what is D flip-flop means? Output following the input. Now output becomes what? 1. It will stay remain same until the what? Next negate comes. This is the next negate. You understand? Now coming to this negates, what is my clear is? 0. What is my D is? 1. It will stay remain same what? Until the next negate comes. Now coming to this, what is my clear is? 0. What is my D is? 0. Now this changes to what? 0. It will stay remain same until the what? Next negate comes. In here, 0. 0 means what? 0. In here, this is clear is 0. Now what is D is? 1. Now D remains 1 until the what? Next negate comes. So this is D flip-flop. Now Q bar is nothing but one. Complement of this. Correct. This is what we are modeling using negative spinning theory. For that, what I need? Clock. Then what I need? Clear. What I need? D. Then I should see what is the output of Q1, Q bar. Now let us write the program to this. Okay. Now what I need first is I'm monitoring. I'm monitoring the what value? Clock. Here. D. Then Q, Q bar. So these are the arguments I'm passing to this. Now what is this in nothing but? This is nothing but. Let us remove this here to here. What is this always /5? Clock is equal to not of clock. It is going to generate the clock. With the time period of how much? 10 nanoseconds. This is for monitoring. Monitoring the inputs and outputs. Input and outputs. You understand? Is it clear this 2 lines of program? Now what I need to do next step? I should have to do initial begin. Initial begin. Correct. Now initially I'm going to make clock is equal to 0. Okay. Let us make here is equal to 1. Here is equal to 1. And D is equal to 0. So this will start executing at one time. At the 0 simulation time. So at the 0 simulation time, what is my clock time? I'm initializing clock to what? 0. And then here to 1. And D also I'm giving. I should see what is out. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, let me give after 15 times time. Now here what I'm going to do, let us make here is equal to 0. D is equal to 1. D is equal to 1 I'm giving. Then again after, let us make 35 slash 35. 35. Again what I'm going to do is, here is equal to 0. Now you can make D is equal to 0 means already clear is 0. Already clear is 0. Now I'm making what? D is equal to 0. Now let me give some times time, 55. Now here what I'm going to do, I'll be making clear is equal to 1. Clear is equal to 1. So what is my D is? 0. Previously D is equal to 0 is there. You can understand this? So now I initialize here. Then what I'm going to do in this one. So this is total this initial block I'm taking for what? Initialization of the clock, initialization of the field, and initialization of the D value. Are you understanding? Now in the one more initial block, one more initial begin. Let me finish this. Let me finish at the 100. Okay. Dollar symbol finish. Dollar symbol finish. Then end of 1. End of 1. You understand this? Now let us run for the syntax error. Then we will observe the output. So there is line number 61. There are 2 in modules on there. Let us remove this. You can run the output. Let's copy and restart this. Take some other online compiler. Let's copy the same here. Now this is output I'm getting for this. Okay, so I think now from here you can't able to exactly understand how this works as a D flip-flop. So what I'm going to do, let me copy this program and let me run in the models. We'll observe the timing line. Then you'll understand. Okay, so let us copy the test design file first. Let me make the directories. D flip flop. So what I need to write here? First we need to write the design file, right? So let us copy this design file. This is a design file. So what extension I need to say this is. So let us make D flip flop dot V, and then this I need to change into what? R file, save this. Now I have saved the D flip flop design file. Now what I need to do? I need to copy the test results. So let us copy the test results. So let me save this as what? db.p extension and all file format. Let us save. Now I have done the design file and the test results. Now what I need to do? Run the file. So let us copy some from the other file. Run the file. Let me copy. This is the same bit. What is the file name I have given is tb.p, and this tb under design under test. Let us file. Save as what I want to do. Run the file. What extension it is? .2 extension. Now let us save this. Now I have done with what? So we have done with d flip flop, design file, test bench, run the file. Let us remove this. Now let me invoke the models. So this is a command I will. Model C space -2 run the run this. So it is done with, and there is error here loading in macro. What is the error? Can you identify this error?
Include statement.
Uh-huh.
Include statement. Macro.
We should include what? In my DB, I have not included with what? My design file. So insert mode, take that, include, right? What I need to include? What is file name I have given? D flip flop.
Yes.
How to save all is nothing but colon WR. Okay. You can write down this program. So this is the output. My monitoring, since I'm using balance pulse monitor, it prints the output here. Okay. So at clock 0, clock 1, clock 5, clock 10. Because I'm giving the time period of how much? T on should be 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so on. Okay. So from where to where I'm making the clear, at up to 10, you can see my program. Let us open the design file. Sorry, test bench. This is my test bench. You can see at a time t0, right? At a time t0, what I'm doing? Clock is equal to 0, clear is equal to 1, d is equal to 0. Up to timestamp of 15, right? 5 plus 10 means up to 50. My clear is equal to what? 1. You understand? This is 0 timestamp. This is 5. This is 10. Up to here it is what? Clear is equal to 1. Then d is equal to q is equal to 0 only. Right? Now coming to our time 15. What is my clear is nothing but? I'm making clear is equal to 0. What is d is equal to? 1. D is equal to 1. But this changes is happening at what? Negative edge. The transition takes from where to where? 1 to 0 means what? Negative edge. Okay. Let me explain the timing diagram, then you will understand. So this is the timing diagram. This is my clock. Okay. So you can ignore here. What you can ignore is nothing but C bar, S bar, SR and Q bar. So these are Y data type. For understanding of this timing diagram, for the moment you ignore this. Later you can understand what is the Q, S, R, C, R bar and R bar, S bar and C bar. Now this is my clock. So this is my negative edge. Correct? This is my negative edge. This is my negative edge. This is my negative edge. Negative edge, so on. Correct? What is this? Is nothing but clear. Clear is made after what? Time period. After here my clear is 1. 1. Correct? You can see this is 1, right? This I means what? 1. So D also I'm making 1. 0. Clear is 1 and D is 0. What is Q is equal to? When clear is I means Q is equal to 0. Q bar is equal to 1. So whenever next negative edge comes here, because I'm designing what? Negative edge taking flip flop. Whenever next negative edge comes, what is my clear is? 0. What is my D is? 1. Now what is the D flip flop is? Output follows the input. Now Q is also D. You can see Q is also Q is 1. It will stay remain same what? Until the next negative edge comes. Right? What is my clear is? Clear is 0. What is D is? What is Q is? 1. Output follows the input. It will stay remain same until what? Next negative edge comes. What is my clear is? What is Q is? 1. What D is 1? Q is equal to 1. It will stay remain same 1 until the next negative edge comes. So what is clear is 0. So this will be there until the what? This I should be there until the next negative edge comes. Whenever here clear is 0, D is equal to 0, this is 0 until the next negative edge comes. Now this is working as a negative edge taking negative flip. Did you understand? Same thing I have written in the transcript here. I'm monitoring. At the clock 0, what is my Q? At the clock 5, what is my Q? At the clock 10, what is my Q? This is what I'm monitoring. How do you understand this program? First, you should understand how to write a test bench to this. Right? So this is for what? If I'm not using this, what will happen? If I'm commenting this line, it's not going to print the what? Clock. This data will not print in the console or a transcript. Correct? Here, in the my render file, I'm mounting the what? On the wave, so that I can able to see the what? Waveform here. All the inputs and output waveforms here. You understand? What is this line for? This line for what? Clock message. I'm generating the clock. Then this initial block for what? Initializing the clock beginning. And then what is my clear pin? What is my D input? Then I'm giving a different timestamp here. You understand? So then I'm ending this. This is for initialization. Let me write it here. This is for what? Initialization. Okay. Initialization of the inputs. Initialization of the inputs. Then in one more initial block, what I'm doing? Because how this will be executed in the very long, all these blocks, whatever, how many initial blocks, 1, 2, 3 initial blocks I'm using, one always block I'm using, right? How this will be executed? How all these initial blocks will be executed in very long? Very long, suppose for what? Concurrent execution. So this initial block, this initial blocks, this always block, this initial block, this initial blocks will start executing at what time? T is equal to 0. And end is depending upon how many statements we are using in the initial. Begin or always begin statements. But all are concurrently executing. Okay, another initial begin, what I'm doing? I'm finishing the simulation. Then I'm ending this. How do you understand this program? Negative signaling D flip flop using what model it is? Data flow model. You can do this within 1 or 2 lines of code in behavioral model. Using always, we'll see that later. How to model the D flip flop using behavioral model. Since we are working on now, as of now, data flow modeling. So if I give this D flip-flop, next taking D flip-flop, how to model the next taking D flip-flop. Is it clear? Now what is my question I was asking about? Coming to my question. So write a program of data flow modeling of what? Next taking D flip-flop. Right. So this is my, let me copy this to here. What is this file? My design file. Okay. Let us copy the test events. This is my test events. Did you understand this? Now what is my question is, next question is, so write a program. Is it first you tell me, did you understand this program? Did you understand this program? How to write the design file using data flow modeling technique? Then how to write the what? Test events to this. Do you have any questions here? I'm using this timestamp. It is a turning diagram. Okay. Okay, what is your question here now? How it works? Okay. Let me explain. This is my test event. Okay. So this will execute at one time. T is equal to 0. Correct. So after T is equal to 0 means this is a timestamp. This is a timestamp and T is equal to 0. Correct. Now when my clear changes to 0, after this time 15, you can see this is 5. This is up to here it is 5. Again it is 10. Again it is 1. 15. On 15 what happens here? My clear goes to what? 0. Before that what I am making? Clear is equal to 1. And T also I am making what? 0. Here also I am making 0. When clear is 1, this flip flop works. Q became 0 and Q bar is 1. You understand? At the time 15 my clear goes 1. 0. What I am making here? D is equal to 1. This is a negative staging flip flop. This will respond only when negative comes. But I made these changes at what? Raising edge. But we are designing what flip flop? Negative edge. So at this negative edge, if you check the clear, you check the what? D. Now it's changing down. D flip flop how it works. Output follows the input. Negative edge means when no negative edge comes. Based upon the clear and D changes, it will stay remain same what until the next negative edge comes. So I make clear is equal to 0, D is equal to 1 under 15. At what time again I am making clear is equal to after up to 35 I am making what? D is equal to 1. After 35 what I am doing is D is equal to 0. Means this is 35 plus 15. 35 15 means what? 50. At 50 D becomes what? 0. Again at where I am changing clear to 1. 55. You can see up to 50. Let us see up to 50. My clear D is what? 1. Up to 50 what I am doing? D is equal to 0. And this will be there. D is 0 I am making continuously. So where I am changing my clear to 1. So clear to 1. Okay, let us see this. The clear is not changing. This is D changing here. This is my clear. So when clear is 0, D flip flop, D follows the Q. It is following here, it is following here, it is following here, again it is following here. Let us see this at the clear. I'm making a clear is equal to 1. When clear is equal to 1, what it should be Q? Q should be 0. It should not follows Q follows the D when Q is equal to 1. Q follows the D only when Q is equal to 1. Sorry, clear is equal to 1, 0. So here I'm making after this timestamp, I'm making the clear is equal to 1. So let us save again this program and compile this again. Let me clarify this.
बाल्टी क्यों लेके जा रहा है?
बाल्टी में क्या था कौन सा?
My clear is not changing, but in my design just bench after 50 35.
अब तो होली आ रही है
15 plus. Yeah, correct. It is not changing at what? 55. Because it is sequential you are right. So this is at the start at what time? 15. So 15 plus 35. 50. Again 50 plus 55. 1 after. So let me do one thing. I'm going to change at the point. Now this will at what time it should change? At 55. This should change at 55. Good, you have noticed the good point. Now let us see here. At 55, clear becomes 1. When clear is equal to 1, what is my Q is equal to? 0. Let us check the timing diagram for this. So at the 55, we are making what? Clear is equal to 1. When clear is equal to 1, if D is equal to 0 or 1, what is Q is nothing but 0 only. How do you understand this? So previous case what happens at 105, it is changing clear to 1. In previous case. Right? But I am finishing at what time? 100 time. Is it clear? Now this is how the D flip flop works. Negative speaking D flip flop. Okay. Now what is my question is here? My question is here. I need to design the what? Counter. What counter asynchronous counter? This is my question. First, what I need to do using this negative staking D flip flop, you model this negative staking D flip flop using data flow modeling. Then what you have to do? Use this D flip flop to design the what? D flip flop. How to get the D flip flop from the D flip flop? So by complementing the Q output. So this is also the D flip flop. Toggle flip flop. You understand? Use this toggle flip flop to model the what? 4-bit triple count. Now what I am doing here is that I am writing the data flow model for the negative staking D flip flop, and also I am getting the test bench. I am showing you that this is how D flip flop works. Now use this to model the what? D flip flop. Write the test bench and see how it is working as toggling out. Then use this to model the what? 4-bit triple count. Now we have done this negative staking D flip flop. Now can you write a program to this by changing the D flip flop? So can you write a program to this? How to write a program to this?
जो सामान का वैल्यू
Let us copy this.
प्रॉफिट तो 10-5 रुपए ही है।
बस ये किराया देना नहीं पड़ रहा है कहीं।
What are the inputs and outputs to this? Inputs are clock and basic. Output is only Q. Correct. Now we understand how to model this. Just now we understand this. Correct. Now use this, instantiate this D flip flop to model the what? D flip flop. How to model this? Okay, let us talk about this question. Let us come to this. This is the program, correct? This is the working program. Let me copy this in working program. Yeah. One small changes you have done is one. Right. Correct. Here we are making it 155. Now coming to this is my D flip flop. Negative setting D flip flop. Now I should use instantiate this to model the what? T flip flop. How to do this? So okay, let me keep this aside. Okay, test bench I'll be using same thing for T flip flop also. Now this is my what? D flip flop. Now I'm going to use one more module. Right? Module. Shall I write the module name is DB? What are the inputs and outputs for this?
और घूमते हुए ज़्यादा पैसा भी लगता है और कुछ बचत भी नहीं होता.
Basic input then. Q is the output. Correct. Now what are the inputs here? Inputs are these inputs are what? Clock and reset. Clock and reset. Output is Q. You can understand. Now to model the T flip flop. How to model the T flip flop?
ये यहाँ पर ऐसा है कि सामान लाने के लिए सामान ला के रखना होगा.
Use this. We need to instantiate the word T flip flop, right? Instantiate the T flip flop. So this is DOT. Then what I need to do? You can see this right? Now instantiating the T flip flop. What is the input to this? T flip flop. For D, what is the input is?
Q1.
Q1. Right? P is nothing but it is Q1. P is not of Q. Correct? And then what is the output of this T flip flop is? Q. Correct? Q is the output. Then input is nothing but 1. Output is Q, inputs are not of Q. And then clock and reset. So this is my D flip flop. Now we have modeled this one, D flip flop. This is a D flip flop. What we have modeled? Yes, R bar, S bar. Correct? Using the data flow modeling technique. Negative setting D flip flop. Now we need to model the one. We need to model the T flip flop. So let me show you that the whole for the T flip flop. So here, sorry, not this one. This is one T flip flop. Now model name is DB. What are the outputs are? Input and output are Q, clock and the clear. So reset, or you can use the clear also. Reset and clear, both mid extensions here. Now what I'm doing, input is clock and clear. So what I'm checking the one. It's taking T flip flop. How can we check this? So complement of the Q is feeding to feedback. And notice Q bar is not needed when you're working with one. It's taking ripple count. Q bar is not necessary. But when you're modeling the T flip flop, you're modeling the output Q and Q bar both. Right? Here Q bar is not necessary. So now I'm instantiating the one. What is this in the ribbon? It's taking D flip flop. D flip flop. Flip flop one. What is the output is? Q. What is the input is? Not of Q. What is the output input is? Clock and the Q. That is what I'm doing here. So this is D flip flop. This is my D flip flop name. I'm instantiating this D flip flop. Then what are the inputs to this is nothing but what is the output is Q. Then what is the input to D flip flop means? Not of Q. Not of Q. Right? Then clock. Then okay, let me use the clear here also. Reset and clear makes same sense. I'm going to change this what? Reset to the clear. Here also I'm making this into what? Clear. Let us change in this circuit. So this I'm going to change into what? Clear. You don't understand? Now this is my T flip flop. Then end this. Then what I need to do? In the module. By instantiating the D flip flop, I have modeled the what? T flip flop. How means Q is complemented and that is feeding to what? Your D. So in D flip flop, Q is the output. Correct? What are the input is nothing but not of Q, clock and the clear. So let me comment these lines first. Test bench. Then I'm going to run this T flip flop. So this is T flip flop. What T flip flop it is? Negative or positive edge? Negative edge will be T flip flop. This is, let me write negative. Negative edge. Triggering T flip flop. Are you understand? Now let us take for the syntax errors. This is line number 24. Your wrong number of ports expecting 5 by 4. So 1, 2, 3 is there. So this is T flip flop, D flip flop, Q. Clock clear and Q. These are the inputs. Okay, let us check this. Clock clear, T, Q and Q bar. And this is T flip flop, DUT, Q. Not of Q. There are 3 inputs I'm using. One is clock, one is clear, one is not of Q. Then again this is Q. So wrong number of ports expecting 5 and got 4.
D flip flop has Q bar port.
So why do I need to declare it? Why? D flip flop. Okay. Is it any why I have using it? Now this is the input. This is output. This is output. That's not of Q. Clock is the one input. Clear is the one.
The output Q bar output from D flip flop.
This is okay. This I need to write what? This is a mistake here. This is 3 inputs I'm using.
The DUT should have 5, 4.
So this is clock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm not using Q bar here. Not using the Q bar. The Q bar is not necessary for me. I'm observing one Q. This is what I say. Instantiating the expecting D flip flop. Okay. So complement output of Q is feedback. And notice of Q bar is not needed. So what I need to do in this case is nothing but I need to do unconnected port. One more. How to do the unconnected port? By giving the space. Right. Right. Now it will be how many ports now? This 5 ports. So now what I want is Q bar is unconnected. How to unconnect it? It's how you want the port connection. Right? How to drop unconnected ports. Now this is my T flip flop. Negative streaming T flip flop. How do you understand? Now can you write a test bench to this? To understand this? What is the test bench to this? Let us pull up this program now. So write a test bench to this. Module DB, plug, clear, What are the inputs and outputs to this? See about this one. Clock and clear. And the Q is the output. Right? Now I'm not using what? Q bars. Let me remove this Q bar. Then what I need to do? I need to instantiate what? D flip flop or T flip flop? Toggle flip flop. T flip flop. I need to instantiate. Then this is connecting into what? Clock. According to the port. This is a clock. Here. Then I'm going to remove this. D. Right? D is not there. I'll be removing this. And Q bar is also not there. I'll be removing the Q bar. Now this port connection by name is correct now. According to this port list. Clock. Clear and the key. Next what I need to do? I need to monitor the clock here. And D is not required. Let me remove the D. Right? D is not required. Let me remove the D. And Q bar is also not required. Let me remove the Q bar. Let me give a tap space here. Then here I need to remove what? D and then Q bar. Right? Now this is what? Clock generation. This is the clock generation. And here, this is the clock. Here. D is not there. Let us remove the D. Again, here also I'm going to remove the D. Let us remove the D up to here. Now let us see that whether it is working as a T flip flop. Right? Now this is for what? Initialization of the clock and the play. If clock, one clock cycle, if it is 0, Q is 0, next clock cycle, what it should happen? 1 means timing it should happen. Timing it should happen. Then I'm finishing the simulation at 1. Okay. Now let us run this. Okay. You can say this is a clock 0. What is my clear is 1. So it is taking whenever the clear is equal to 1. Okay. For all this, it is taking what? Clear is equal to 1. The way I have initialized is not correct. Can you delete this program? Okay, what happens in this case is the limit Q is taking what? Z. Means time period. Since we are declaring Q as a what? Y data time, by default it is taking what? Z. It is not working as a timing now. So here, up to this 15, we are making 1. Clear is equal to 1. Clear is working fine. And then clear, we are making 0 up to 1 clock cycle. So up to here. So this is nothing but 50. Up to 50, clear is equal to 0. At 50, we are making 1. Clear is equal to 1. You can understand. Now, but Q, I'm getting 1. I print. It is not working as a timing operation. Can you see what changes I have to do in this program? What changes I need to do? Now here, clock and clear is working fine. But Q is giving the high impedance.
Sir, please check D flip flop instantiation, sir.
D flip flop, okay. This is my D
In
flip
the
flop.
instantiation, Q as the output, but D flip flop we take as starting as a clock, sir. R is not correct, sir. You're giving output post.
No, whenever I'm instantiating this, this is nothing but like a primitive instantiation, right? This is a D flip flop. This is a D flip flop duty name. Then I'm connecting the outputs first. First output port connection, then followed by what? Input port connection. This is correct.
No, sir, it's different in the definition. The order is different.
Your voice is not proper. Can you repeat again?
The D flip flop, the order of the ports, sir, is different.
This is a clock here, D and Q and
Yes,
Q bar and Q.
yes.
Okay. You're talking about first you write the D
Yes, sir.
outputs. First output, then the clock here under D. This is not a matter. Okay, this is taking as it is not taking my port connection. First the outputs, then followed by the inputs. So first outputs followed by the inputs. But
Sir,
talking
D
is
you
not
can place as third base. Put the D as third base.
okay, this is a D.
Yeah.
Then clock, then the Q. Now I'm connected here. Okay. Here D is nothing but connecting to what? Q bar. Then clock and Q. Okay. Then now this is working as talking. Yeah. Now the problem mistake what I have done here is port connections was not. So here when I'm instantiating the D flip flop, these were output ports, followed by what? Input port. Now here earlier what I did, first I did the clock here, D and Q and Q bar. Now the way I'm initializing the port here, I'm doing the same thing here. This Q bar. This is D, clock and then Q. Now here also I'm doing Q bar. But Q bar and here I'm doing I don't need. So then I will drop the Q bar. Now what is D is connecting to? D is connecting to Q bar. Right? Now you can see this is a D. Now this D is connecting into what? Q bar. Q bar. Then clock connection, clock and clock. Then here and here. Now this is a test bench I'm writing for this. You can understand this. Now the clock 0, my clear is 1. Up to whenever the clear is 1, my what is the output? 0. Whenever it is changing, my clock is changing from 1 to 0 means negative edge. Whenever negative edge is there, since Q is equal to 0, it is toggling in. It is toggling in. Q becomes 1. Again, it will stay remains in 1 until the next negative edge comes 1 to 0. When next negative edge comes is nothing but here, this is 1 to 0. And next negative edge comes where? Here, 1 to 0. Now Q is changing 1 again, it is toggling in. How do you understand? Let me do. I think I'm going to run this in the model switch, so we'll see the timing time. Then we'll understand. Before that, you think we need to understand this how to model the what mistake I have done. Good. Okay. Now let us copy this code. Let us make a folder. I'm going to remove this. What I want to do, D flip flop. Let us take this is D flip flop.
हाँ check करो.
Let us copy the same design and test bench. So this is my design file for one. D flip flop. Let me change this into D. Let's save this as D flip flop .b. Save all. Now I'm saving the D flip flop. Now let us copy the test bench. Copy the test bench. So first time what I need to do? Taking loop, right? Taking loop. What is the file name I have given is D flip flop. Let us save this. Save and save as. Let me save this as td.v1 on mass. This is my test bench. Now let us copy the same from the previous one. here, by run dot to 5.
मम्मी के लिए क्या है आया कमा के चले
This is run dot to file is name. The test bench file name as given is .ptb.b and the name of the test bench is td. The rest of things are same. Let us save as. Save as run dot to file and all time format since. Now let us check on the files. So this is my t clip now. Let us remove this. This is my design file for the t clip now. Correct. So this is actually here from here to here. Here to here it is 140. This is nothing but negative is taking t clip now. Let us make this a t clip now. Okay. Now this is what my t clip. This is my design file. Let us save all, and this is my test bench. But you understand? Now let us run this now. These are t flip flop, okay? And using the model sim hyphen space hyphen 2 run dot to system. Now I can make 0 errors. If I'm monitoring output, this is monitoring output. Let us see. This is what monitoring. Double symbol monitor will print this one. Now R wave is nothing but this one. Now you can see here. This is my negative edge getting t flip flop. Only Q is there. Q bar is unconnected now. Right? So how this works t flip flop? So we know negative edge comes. So up to this timestamp 50, my clear is equal to 1. Since clear is 1, what is my Q is 0. We know there is a negative edge comes here. Negative edge comes here. My what is my clear edge? 0. In previous case, my Q is 1. 0 was there. Since clear is 0, this is a negative edge. Now toggle should happen here. Toggle happens here. This is 0 is there here. Now toggle to 1 once. This will stay remain same 1 until the next negative edge. And this negative edge, what is my clear edge? 0. In clear is 0, next to negative edge comes 1, it should happen. Counting. Previous case is 1, now it is talking to 1. 0. Again, this will be stay remain same until the 1. Next to negative edge comes. Here again, it is talking is happen. Are you understand? Again, when you know next to negative edge comes, at this point, what is my clear edge? I'm making 1. When clear is 1, what will happen? Q remains 1, 0. Q is talking only when clear is equal to 0. Now this is my t flip flop operation. Coupling operation. Using what? Negative edge technique. T flip flop. Using t flip flop, we design the what? T flip flop. Now our job is that use the t flip flop now. Use the t flip flop to model the what? Counter. What counter? 4-bit triple count. You understand the flow of this program? Now let us copy this program here. This is t flip flop. Let us close this. Let's close this again. Let us open this file. This is t flip flop. This is my design file. Let us copy this. We are talking about this one, right? Write a program to data flow modeling of negative stringing t flip flop. Use this to implement the one t flip flop. Now let us copy this test bench. Sorry, design file. Also, I'm going to copy the test bench. But understand this. Now, what is the next program we need to do? Write a program of data flow modeling of 4-bit triple counter. 4-bit triple counter. How to design a 4-bit triple counter? How 4-bit triple counter will work? Let's close all this. How to model the 4-bit triple counter? This is nothing but a 4-bit triple counter, right? Let us write this. If I'm designing this using t flip flop, this is my t flip flop. 4-bit triple counter. This is an negative edge of the flop, right? So output of this is feeding input to this, right? Output of this is feeding what? Input to this. Output of this is feeding input to this. This is t flip flop. This is the clock. This is Q. This is DQ. This is DQ. This is DQ. So what I need to connect all these t flip flops. This should be connecting into the one coming of this. So this is the asynchronous counter or ripple counter. Ripple counter. Now we call this one ripple counter. Asynchronous counter. Using the what flip flop? T flip flop. So now we have modeled already t flip flop. We have modeled. Now we need to write a program for what? Ripple counter. So how many t flip flop I need to instantiate? 4 t flip flops. Correct. 4 t flip flop. You write a program to this. Now we have modeled the ripple counter using t flip flop. So up here already we have done. Let us go to for the moment I'm going to commit this test bench. The test bench.